And we are live. DJ Lewis coming at us
Yes,
live from New York on the scene, dude. It looks rad. You look like you're giving us a report. Hello, everyone.
I am giving a report, man. I'm giving y'all a badass report. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Badass Report with DJ and Drew. Y'all want to know what's fucking badass? That shit back yonder.
Well, tell us what that shit back yonder is, real quick.
Yes, and I am fucking pumped to do that. But man, uh, I do want to I do want to say one thing is that we were talking about sculpture space, and I don't want to forget what I was gonna say. So I want to
Okay.
say thank you to George and Tom for letting us be here and fucking hang out. And they're super rad. And yeah, man, it's just been fucking awesome to be here. And
Well, let's start there. What is sculpture space?
it's a rad place. It's like a wonderland of tools. Really, I mean, it's like Mister. Fucking goddamn tools are fucking rad, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking dude, who doesn't like to like fuck off in Papa's toolbox or fucking around in Papa's toolbox?
Oh yeah, that was definitely a favorite thing. I mean, I got to say, I had one papa who had no tools, and then the papa who had tools. I definitely had a thing with him where I was afraid of messing something up. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
wish I had a more of a, as long as you don't cut your finger off, I don't care. But he was definitely very worried about me ruining his $800 saw or whatever.
yeah, man, yeah. They be like that out there. And all you want to do is be a kid and like fucking press the buttons and goddamn, you know what I mean? Watch your GI Joes explode and shit. Um, so yeah, this is it. This is one big ass Pepall toolbox, man. It's like, fucking dude. Artists can take residency here. I'm not necessarily sure there are different. We can get into like exactly how that works and how an artist residency works and stuff. All I know is that it's a big ass garage full of badass shit, and they're super rad.
Hell
Um,
yeah. Well, let's talk about our project down the road. What you got behind you right now? We've named Earl the Emergency Art Response Laboratory.
Yes, yes, that is it. And we'll tour it further, and we'll talk to about both these gentlemen who we found on the scene as eyewitnesses to the mayhem, which, which you can expect
Well,
from the future. Uh,
we've got quite a few people watching right now. One of the first things we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little screen share and show a video that kind of explains a little bit more about the project, and then we're gonna talk to these gentlemen. So I'm gonna start that video now. I think I know how to do it. And DJ, if you can hear it, don't say anything, and if you can't, let me know. Okay.
ah,
So we're gathered here today to assess progress on this mighty contraption behind us. Working title is E.A.R.L. It stands for Emergency Art Response Laboratory. My name is Carl Ludish. I'm an artist. I live in Minnesota, and I've got an extensive background in public art.
I'm DJ Lewis. I'm a comedian, entertainer, and I've got a go.
John Taylor. I live in Russia, New York. I'm a custom fabricator and sometimes artist. And its future function will be to go to rural and other hinterland locations and set up to be an art venue for rural folk, showcase rural artists, give presentations, do installation art, be a stage for performing artists, and all points necessary for such things.
People will be able to come out, join in, on the building and the structure.
It might be a rock quarry. It might be an abandoned barn. It might be, on the edge of a forest. It might be in a forest. It might be down by a pond. It might be down by a river. It might be down by a creek. It might be out in the open parking lot. Collaborating with regional, local artists, rural artists, I think is for this, showcasing their work, whether they be a performer and or installation artist and or a quilt.
So accessing people that maybe wouldn't necessarily go to a museum, wouldn't see the value in going to a museum, highlighting creative aspects of their life that they wouldn't think are noteworthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything that crops up that can surround this whole event and bring it together, focus on the importance of tightening a community and getting people to know each other, giving people permission to talk more about the things that they're passionate about that defines them as a community, as a spirited group of people who, let's be honest, it's been becoming more fractured. Maybe shows up as a repair device, a social repair device, has that capability. As a lot of people are naturally insecure about, gee, I don't know if I'm really interested in making this thing, but every time I try to do something like this, everyone around me is like, what are you doing that for? Why don't you get a job, or why don't you do this, why don't you do that? It's like, no, just let the creative people do some stuff and bring some interest and joy and beauty into the lives of others. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So, damn, son, that motherfucker on fire, boy. Shit. So obviously there's a lot of big ideas, right? There's big ideas. There's big ideas. We all got big ideas. We were asking big questions, right? But I hope that are you already know, like you're already balls deep involved. So do you feel like that? Would you have anything to
what?
I mean, that was pretty fucking rad, right?
Oh, that's super rad, dude. And it lays it out. And I think it's probably about time to bring Carl on down from the porch.
Well, yeah.
And
yes, we're definitely going to do that. But I wanted to give a big shout out to Ian Mancini who made that dude. That dude's been fucking awesome as fuck, dude. He's been here
yeah. Thank you for putting that video together, Ian. Hell yeah. So obviously what you guys see behind you is what we've been working on, and obviously it's not finished. We're going to talk to Carl about where we're at, what's coming next, but we wanted you guys to see where we're at. I don't want to say at the start. Y'all have been hard at work for a while, but at the start in the sense of it's about to take its first journey soon. So yeah, let's get Carl on down here.
All right, Carl Udish. Or should I have done that more like arriving now? Or
no, you did good.
All right, cool.
Look at him hanging there. Yeah, dude. If he'd have broke his leg right then, it would have been sad, but also the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, agreed. Carl Udish.
Hello.
So,
hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you feeling right now?
I'm ready to kick my feet up. I got my drink.
Absolutely. I'm glad. First of all, I appreciate all the work you've done. Also, I appreciate you taking some time to soft launch this thing to our humble but dedicated following. And, I think I want to begin in the beginning, which makes sense. My first question is about the inception of this idea. What was it? We're going to get into the evolution of it and how DJ and I became involved, but this is an idea you've had since like 2012. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, I've been wanting to do a rural outreach for lack of a better term, a coon's age, like we say out in the farm. We're following most of the tenets of what I've always dreamed to do for this big swan song project. Long story short is I want to take something that goes out to the rural areas where folks don't get an exposure to some interesting, curious art, and also give them an opportunity to make their own and be exposed to maybe even some headliner entertainment too.
Yeah, we're hoping for all that. That is rad. So you had that idea in around 2012, and you started to work on something then, I think with an improv troupe. Is that right?
Yeah, I tried to get some funding from what's called Forecast Public Art out of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I've come up second place 3 times in a row for a major award to make this thing. And I got tired of coming in second place, so I decided to just say, you know what, let's just do this anyway. The impetus for that means that it's a big risk, but at the same time, it's a big reward. And we want to make sure that anybody that's a part of this has some sort of say in it as far as like investment / some sort of entitled to making it happen. And we're big fans of giving credit where credit's due. So there's going to be a long list once we get down the road.
Absolutely. And I'll go ahead and say the thing. This will be my job, my role. I'll bring it up. Since we are self-funding, that means we're going to be asking for help, and not just with money, but with people sharing it, getting excited about it. We're going to make all y'all follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Carl, okay, so you have this idea, but correct me if I'm wrong, not only did your attitude change about seeking funding, but the project itself has evolved a little lately. Is that not correct?
Yeah, the original idea was for this to be a small handicapped accessible bus that would park itself, in and out amongst the hinterland spaces, rock quarries, abandoned sheds, fields, parking lots, whatnot, small rural areas, cornfields, cattle pastures, next to chicken coops. It could become a chicken coop. We can stack rocks on it. We'll put stained glass in it. We're going to make all kinds of blinky lights on it. We're going to tell jokes on it. We're going to laugh at it. We're going to point at it. We're going to sit and have some drinks around it. Maybe have a bonfire around it. Who knows what? Can do all kinds of things because it is designed to be an adult-sized playset.
Yeah. Now, one thing that you pointed out very early that I really identify with, and I think people will like to hear about, is you made the point, well, this thing has to be self-sustaining. It has to be able to get itself out of the mud. We have to be able to cook for ourselves on it. We have to have backup generators and all this stuff. Well, that also means we can and will be very helpful to folks.
Yep. And talking with you guys and where the roads gathered, let's say it was a crossroads moment when we started just batting around the idea of this DJ wanted to go on the road with a goat. So I said, hey, why don't you re-outfit, like a pickup truck RV? He goes, you can do that? I was like, yeah, you can do that. And I got some ideas. Matter of fact, I got all kinds of designs for buses and whatnot. So we got talking back and forth, and we got together and had a little palaver over the summer and decided, hey, this might be a damn good idea. Matter of fact, it is a damn good idea.
Yeah.
And decided to move forward on it.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of comments on how awesome and rad it is. So I agree with you. All right, well, let's talk about then. Carl, tell us a little bit about your artistic vision. And that can be visually and what this place is going to look like, or you can talk more about some stuff you've already touched on, which is what we're going to do with this whole experience and project.
Well, my vision is for it to look like this amalgamated mashup of Americana ephemera. Long story short, we got 2 campers, a trailer, and a fishing boat, and it's all going to be slammed together. It's mostly slammed together so far. What you're looking at now is everything without, and this is about 80% done right now as far as the structural side of it. We had to move the axles forward. We had to do a lot of things that nobody's ever going to know what we had to do, like a lot of hard work.
Well, we got it all on video, though.
Yeah, we do have a record. But there's so much done to it that no one's ever going to know. They're just going to look at it and their eyes are going to cross. They're going to be like, you did what? But, I mean, we've got a 1970 Apache hard side pop-up made, outside of Detroit. We got a 1960s Shasta with a pompadour, Elvis style. That's where the back porch is going to be. That's where we're going to tell stories.
Oh, yeah, go have a porch on it.
It's going to have a porch. And the big circle that I jumped through there, that's going to be like the main door. There's going to be stage outside in front of that. The other side's going to have an awning so we can do merch. We can do feed people. We can send materials in and out. Workshop's going to be in the Shasta. Apache's going to pop up and be the DJ booth, or people can sleep in it, or both, whatever you want to do. This thing's going to be super versatile. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but the way that my vision for this has been is for it to do just about anything you need it to in a pinch. And back to your question earlier, Drew, I am going to answer that because I forgot to. I've had a little ginger beer in me. Coming together with you guys, talking about doing outreach to help communities, that's important. We got to be able to sustain and function and fund that. But also being able to, considering climate change, this shit's real. If it's not in your head, you're wrong. I've lived out in the country for over 30, most of my life. I'm 51 years old. And I've seen a lot go on in the weather, and knowing that, especially what's happened, in Appalachia recently with the tornadoes, that shit's real, man. And not only that, I come from on the tail end of Tornado Alley up in Minnesota. We know what that shit can do. And not only that, if you know how to run tools and get in and out of a zone, if we have 18-volt solar-powered battery banks that run a bunch of portable tools, we can go anywhere with an electric chainsaw and help people out. And all the materials that are left over, we can make art out of it, and we can help people and bring their spirits up at the same time as like, yeah, we'll clear you a path. Bring your lunch cart in here and let's feed people. It can do anything. We do all the shit.
This is gonna be so rad.
It's gonna be so rad.
Oh man. Okay, so let's get back to I guess then the vision of this thing. I don't know, beyond, like, let's talk about the future. In your wildest dreams, and this is for both of you guys, where does this go? Carl, you can go first if you want, since you've been talking. Nope, DJ seems excited. DJ, in your wildest dreams,
good.
where does this go?
No, man, I was like, definitely, man, fucking, it goes into mutual aid work, and not only into fucking like disaster like relief, but like preparation and shit. It goes into communities. I mean, that's exactly where it goes into. And who knows, man? Like maybe other makers want to meet up with us and like bring their stuff, man. Let's fuck with some cranes and some fucking, let's get some fucking bulldozers and shit in there, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna make bulldozers. We're gonna make hay bales float and bulldozers fly.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll go ahead and answer the question too for myself. I would like to see this, all the things you guys mentioned, and I would like to see it blow up, whether that's through a television series or something on YouTube, or just word of mouth and posting our little content videos, to the point that we can change the landscape of media to a certain extent, where I just feel like it's really important that we don't just try to make content that'll beat the algorithm, but that we make art that will actually sustain people, either through their spirits being sustained, or literally, if we're talking about clearing paths, getting people out of ditches and feeding folks. And that's my wildest dream.
Yeah.
I guess my final question, Carl, in the nuts and bolts of this thing, is this the hardest art project? I'm sure compared to farm projects, this has been nothing. But art project wise, this seems pretty, what's the word? Ambitious.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's going to end up being a Leviathan, as you can see. I mean, this thing is scraping the ceiling right now. We got to take the wheels off to get it out the door here. So if that gives anybody an idea of what we've taken on, but that's by intent.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. This is not something that is done easily. It's with the talents and capability of a lot of people that have gotten us this far along.
Yeah.
So
man.
let's be clear. This is not a solo act. This has been a vision of mine, day one, 2012, 2013, around there, and always having an idea of to support and give voice, give a bigger mainstream voice to rural arts, rural artists, rural entertainers, folks with real creativity that don't necessarily have a chance or opportunity to do that in the big city, because guess what? Big city don't give a shit. Right? That's where I start to have attitude from my experience. So
Carl
we're gonna do it
Red
ourselves.
goes up talking about the city. I tell you what else about them goddamn city folks and their fucking art. Tell you what the fuck I think about it. Where's my cheese? I'm from
Well,
Wisconsin.
I defer to my id.
DJ's the id. So you mentioned all the people who have helped. I think that's a fine transition to bring in JT. If you guys,
But ladies and gentlemen, we can't just bring in JT. Oh no! Tonight, from a high demand, ladies and gentlemen, he has brought his hot dog. Oh, it's JT and his hot dog. I thought he was gonna jump through a hoop. Sorry, that was a lot.
he thought better of it, I
Walk
guess.
up.
He's hiding.
You probably try to talk him into that, and he thought better of it.
DJ's gonna fire off the hot dog gun for sure.
Oh, I'm going to.
Oh, you're gonna.
We gonna slang some wieners, y'all. We slanging wieners.
We got a hot dog gun we're gonna get out later, folks. JT, first of all, introduce yourself, talk a little bit about what you do, and then I'm gonna let them talk about how you've contributed.
Yeah, well, Carl and I went to grad school together a long time ago now. So we've done a lot of projects together.
Yep.
All manner of, log cabins, iron pours, carpentry,
Christmas trees,
public art, all sorts of stuff. So we're well versed in working with each other. And so Carl came to me with this project, and I said, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Sure, we'll figure it out.
I gotta
Did
be clear.
you understand it?
Yeah, I do understand. I mean, I think it's something that's going to evolve as it grows and goes. I mean, it's all we can do right now is make the framework for it. Up to you guys, what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you guys are looking at right now is the culmination of a lot of dreamy slapdash artwork and a lot of engineering and fabrication, and somehow we come together like a good cog in a gear and make really interesting things happen. And for some reason, our friendship still retains itself the whole time. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Hell yeah. Well, talk a little bit about what JT's helped you with, Carl, in terms of both space and skills.
Oh, all the skills. God damn. This guy blows me away every time with all the things that he comes up with. His wife has this wonderful saying about the things that he just like spouts out. She calls it like JT's a string of frog eggs. Like there's this constant stream of wonderful ideas that just comes out of his mouth like a frog squirting frog eggs out like in a string. And it just keeps coming. He just won't stop. And that's such a fucking he's a national treasure. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, I'm going to make you say more. Let's get specific. Pretend we haven't been with you for a month. Like, is JT in there welding with you guys? Is he managing you guys? What's going on?
He's full on foreman. He's foreman of this job. I defer to his knowledge and experience and expertise on all things connection, all things structural, all things fabrication, period. Materials, weight, all that stuff. That puts a lot of responsibility on somebody, but he takes it on in stride. For me, it's a matter of having vision to it. It's like, I want to try to do this. I want to try to do this. Can we do it? It's like, yeah, we can do it. He says, but we got to do this. We got to do that. It's like, all right, tell me what you want to do. All the good welds on here, that's John. All the shitty welds on there, that's me. But we try to make sure that they hold.
I totally thought he was going to say Ian. Man, I gotta tell you though, watching these guys work from an outsider, just like, how like when it's like riffing, man. Like it's like riffing, like when we're riffing and we're hitting our stride, and like it's just that like symbiotic, like you don't really have to say it. It's just fucking working. It's just click, click, click.
Yes.
It's the same thing, except with like fucking cranes and goddamn screwdrivers and shit, dude. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And it's crazy because like some days I come in here and just like the sheer, just not just how big it is, but like how big it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's big, but I'm not talking about it's just it. You know what I mean?
The idea, the colossalness of the
Yeah,
idea.
but then seeing it too, but like it's not. It just fills up a fucking room, all of it. You know what I'm saying? This is where you can't fucking breathe. You know what I mean? And but like I swear, dog, I swear it. But like I don't think these motherfuckers see anything but like an inch at a time, a screw at a time, a fucking weld at a time. It's like it's crazy. Like I've been asking, like are you seeing this? Or are you just
in the zone?
it's wild.
Yeah, that is wild.
DJ's bringing up something really important that John and I deal with quite a bit, and it's more foggy for me when you have this vision of what something can be, and it's emerging from your hands. It's shooting out of your arms and your hand out of your hands in front of you. It's not magic, but it's definitely a slog. It's not that you have time to really appreciate it. The only time I have to appreciate this is when I'm not working, but when you're busy, there's not a lot of time to sit there and revel in all your glory. It's just like, no, I got to get this shit done because I got to sleep tonight.
Yeah,
It's like
I know exactly what you
the
mean. with
idea can be instant, but the actualization of it can be months. So it's like maintaining that energy of just like, yeah, I want this. Yeah, I want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I identify with that a lot. I think anybody who is creative or just works, on something can understand that. I want to get back to the art aspect of it and art share. For those of you who don't know, and I'd say most of you do know, DJ and I, we were doing Zoom comedy shows, and then we turned that into also doing art shares where so many of you guys, people watching right now, were sending us art, sending us pictures of art. And we were like, well, we've got to give a space for this. We've got to give a little platform. We've got to figure it out. And then Carl comes in there one day and blows everybody away. It makes us feel terrible about ourselves. And that also, I think, is connected for me anyway, Carl, with the inception of this idea where it was like, hey, art share doesn't have to just be a pandemic Zoom experience. And in fact, it would probably be super cool and rewarding if we could do it one-on-one or together in real life. But we all identified with, coming from a rural area, how difficult that is for literal reasons like geographic and money, and then for more esoteric ones like the stuck up stuff that you guys are kind of alluding to earlier. Well, what are we doing about that? Are we directly attacking it, or are we just trying to stand as a counterexample?
I'll answer quickly on that. I think that this project, my vision for this project, and this is just my side of it, is to just forge forward, like to tread forward and to cut our own path. It's not to react. I mean, my reaction to my inspiration for building this is a reaction, but that's where it ends. After that, it becomes its own entity, where we take the reins, we take the wheel, we step on the gas, and we direct this thing where we want it to go and what we want it to be, regardless of what they're doing in the quote unquote big city. It doesn't mean that I'm hating on the big cities, but it does mean that I'm pretty sick and tired of, a certain, like, for instance, Minneapolis, St. Paul calls themselves Minnesota. I don't live in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I live in rural Minnesota. And I know a lot of well-endowed artists that get their shit done and still make a living. So what's Minnesota?
What the fuck's up?
Yeah.
So,
we got one man down.
So what?
All right. I think that
I know what but hold on. And I will say this, and I do know what he's saying, because there is like when people say Atlanta, well, Atlanta's like an island unto itself. It don't mean it's bad, but like the politics of Atlanta aren't necessarily the politics of Lafayette. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with that completely. And when it comes to art and culture, I feel strongly that rural people have a lot to say. And it's not like we're going to fight that, whether it's a prejudice or whatever you want to call it. It's not like we're going to beat it with this, but we're just we recognize that, and we're saying, well, we want to do our own thing. It's almost like the grant thing, Carl, where it's like, well, we could keep coming in second, or we could
Or-
just go out here and do this.
Yep, exactly. That goes back to, growing up early. It's like growing your own food, canning your own food, hunting, fishing for food, having livestock, all that stuff that I grew up doing. That same work ethic, that same philosophy comes through in this. It's exactly what you're talking about, Drew.
Yeah, man, we could totally do that on a Sunday too, like, or a Saturday. Like, we could, like, it doesn't have to be just like art and installations like that. Like, dude, we could also do like canning shit. We could do rad fucking
Quilting.
farming. Ooh, quilting. What you talking about? Shit,
Drones making biscuits.
biscuits.
Ooh, man, I played with a drone this weekend. It was pretty sweet. All right, let's take some questions and do some comments. That'd be fun for you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a funny one. Ada says, "Love the vision, so cool. Are state troopers going to allow that thing on the road?"
It's going to be registered, and so far we're following all the rules and all the parameters.
Yeah. I just want to post this one from Freaky Tiki. It's a cool comment. The Adventures of DJ and Earl. Yes. Here's a great question for our homie Shalene. How do we contribute to this project? Is money needed or is it more word of mouth? It's going to be both. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's going to be both. And you're going to hear more about doing it. We're calling this a soft launch. I don't know how you three feel about it. For me, y'all worked so hard. It's about to be driven, pulled across country. I just wanted to have, a moment, before Christmas that we could have to say, look at what we're working on. But very soon, beginning of next year, we will have GoFundMe's. And like I said, we're going to have Instagrams, YouTubes, TikToks. We need y'all to, care about all that.
Yeah, we'll still be doing like all the India biscuit stuff, but like this is gonna like be a big part of.
Yeah, we're going to eat fruit and art.
Yeah, eat fruit and art.
Yeah, we've pandemic's over. We've eat fruit and fuck. Now it's time to eat fruit and art.
Yeah.
Eat fruit and fart.
Bro, did you say it was over?
What's that?
You say the pandemic's over?
I meant to say quarantine, buddy.
No, okay.
And it is, whether we want it to be or not.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, if you guys have any specific questions, it would be a good time to bring them up. We're getting a lot of great comments like this. I'm over here just fist pumping about everything. I want to be a part of this so bad. Annie, I have a feeling that you will.
Oh, yeah.
Need a good hood ornament with a goat on it. Here we go. Here's a great one. Do you have any idea where y'all want to travel in this thing? Any specific routes or just where the open road takes you? That has been
right in your
What's that?
backyard.
Yeah, we think we're going to start in the South for a lot of reasons, probably that are boring, but we're going to go everywhere. Not to reveal too much, but when we make this into a TV show and we turn DJ into Anthony Bourdain on Doritos, season 3 will be on a river. Like that's how we're going to do. Like we're gonna do it all kinds of wild ways. But yeah, we want to go all over. Anybody have anything else to add to that? I really want to do Carl's neck of the woods next after the South.
Yeah, we should definitely do the Midwest.
Midwest is best.
Should we do it in the cold?
I don't think you'd be happy about that.
I wouldn't.
Alaska? Hell yeah, why not?
No shit.
Right through Canada, baby.
Here's a good question from Daniel. Solar, we have any plans or thoughts about doing solar stuff?
Absolutely. 18-volt powered, everything, battery bank, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Battery technology has really ramped up recently from my research, and it's ready to go. Just a matter of getting it in there.
Yeah. Who's
Hell
got
yeah.
a connection?
Yeah. Hook us up.
I got to do this comment. My new life goal is to be an art carny with this circus. Absolutely.
Yeah, come on.
We do all that.
We got we're getting requests more than anything. Come to Ohio. Come to Ohio. Oh man. Do we have any tech heads out there that have any questions about the structure? If you don't, I'm gonna ask some. Okay, first of all, that pop-up you got on top, is that something you knew you wanted to do pretty early on, Carl?
Yeah, down the road, to use a term. We're going to show you the original drawings I had of different iterations of this. But yeah, a pop-up, elevated was definitely early adaptation of how this was supposed to be designed. So that's following a vision right there. So yes, short answer,
And
yes.
I don't know if this is a Carl or a John question, or maybe both.
Probably
once
John.
Once you decide to do that, how do you know how sturdy to make the metal underneath there? Like what I mean, is that straight up math? Are we eyeballing it?
Math. It's just intuitive, you kind of get a feel for how much weight is up there and how much stress it's going to be feeling as it's going over dips and bumps and everything like that. So it's I feel good about it. That's about all I can say about that. I'm not licensed or anything about that.
But as our attorney, I recommend you stop talking now. This is part of an art performance. When John said that was part of this art performance we're putting on now, because we don't want anyone to see behind the curtain. We, of course, had an engineer look at all this, and we will get you that paperwork as soon as we can, officer. I'm just going to post this comment and then not comment on it and just say fingers crossed.
It's over.
Okay, here's a good one. You got tunnel concerns?
No, we got it under that height.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's under 12.6.
Yeah. Anything under 12 foot, we're going to drive around.
Right. Here's a great comment. Many art festivals on tour. Instead of Burning Man, we got the Art and Van.
Yep.
We would like to do a mini festival thing at some point, maybe right from the beginning if we can pull it off. Logistics are definitely going to be what we might reach out to some of y'all with some help on for sure. Okay, DJ, here's a comment that I'm going to turn into a question for you. Very excited to watch y'all's evolution from interest in mutual aid and obviously art to this point. Super inspiring. I'd like for you to talk a little bit about yourself as an artist, DJ, and a comedian and just an entity and being, if you don't mind. And I feel like you've really changed your outlook during the quarantine and the pandemic. Is that true? And what it, talk a little bit about
that. Yeah, I have no idea. I've just kind of been flying in the wind, dog.
That's good. Yeah, well, that's good. DJ, please talk about mutual aid.
Dude, it is there. There's nothing that I could say about mutual aid that could be broadcast or be anything better than just like a smile, like that you give to somebody.
Sure.
Earnest.
Right. Earnest. Yeah, for sure. I'll say then for me, as I have lost so much, I don't even want to say faith because I don't know if I had faith, but any modicum of belief in anyone with power, I have been empowered and impressed and inspired by the people who are helping their own communities without anyone's permission, without anyone's help, without any hoops to jump through. And it inspired me. It's the way I want to be an artist, and watching people be human beings like Misty Skaggs, like Warren Tidwell, in the way that I want to be an artist has really been amazing. And we're trying to mush all that together here.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Good for you, dog. That was great.
Thanks, buddy. Here's a good one. Shalene says, call me up for the engineer report. That's what we're going to need from y'all. Just the willingness to step up and, throw whatever you got in there.
Yeah, man. Dude, we're trying to get Shalene to make us some rockets or something. We can get something like that,
make us a rocket, dude.
Yeah,
dog. Steal us a rocket.
Yeah, sell us one, dog.
Man. All right, you guys want to do some... Go ahead, Carl.
He's on Huntsville, right? He's Huntsville? Yeah. I want to meet Shalene. You tell him I want to meet him and talk about a project.
All right.
Yeah, y'all be building. Oh shit!
I hung out with
oh
Shalene
shit
all weekend.
We got room for a rocket bay on this thing.
No, we're getting people offering big fucking trucks, so that's good. We might need one. We got a big fucking van, but we might need a big fucking truck at some point.
Contact Drew Morgan.
You gotta contact Andy. Andy's my big truck liaison.
That's right. Mr. Andy.
All right, you guys want to do a walkthrough?
Yeah. And
All
then
right.
I'm gonna shoot this hot dog gun.
Yeah, we're gonna do both of them. All right, Carl, I'm gonna switch mics, so we're gonna be doing that. You get behind that one.
Yeah, I'll walk us through.
All right. DJ, I'll ask you and Carl stay close together because we're switching the microphone.
What am I just walking or do I need to come?
What, buddy?
Am I walking or am I? Oh shit!
Tell him to mute me.
Oh shit!
DJ, mute your mic on the computer. Mute that, and give me a thumbs up when you've done it. All right, I think we should be good now. Nope. I'll tell you what's happening.
Mute Carl.
If I mute Carl, we won't be able to hear you, brother. Listen, here's the problem. Turn down the volume on the phone, please. Uh-oh, now they froze. All right, I think we got it figured. Except that you're frozen. We figured out the microphone problem, but now we got a video problem. Dang. All right, let's do it silent. I'll narrate it. Y'all just walk through this mother trucker. Oh no. All right, maybe try carrying the computer because this phone ain't working. All right, guys, we're having a real problem here. So either carry the computer or I'm going to put myself on screen and talk to the folks for a minute because I can't hear y'all because you've muted your computer mic, which I appreciate. And also, it's not working otherwise. You going to carry the computer, DJ? Okay, buddy.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
So
You muted yourself. All right, I'll narrate it.
okay. Yeah, so there's the floor, and we just put that in. This just got put in when? Today, man. That's a fresh floor.
Nice.
Beautiful. You see, this is going to be the green room. You see Eve over there, right? Having a good time. Oh, there's a hot dog gun.
Ooh.
There's some tea on the end.
Now, I can see in that trailer y'all have gutted it, right?
Yeah, now inside the trailer, as you can see here, this is where the porch is going to be. You see already. Can you see that?
Yes, sir. Look at Papa.
Yeah.
I love that we're having rural internet problems.
So,
Oh, yeah. You guys have gutted that one real good.
yeah,
Now,
man.
if Carl's around, there he is. What's going to be inside here, buddy?
This is going to be the workshop area. This is the inside of the Shasta right now. We totally gutted it out. Actually, DJ gutted this. And we're adding a bunch of steel. Take a look there. We're adding all this steel. See where the steel's on top of the wood? To make it really, really, really strong. And you're going to see outside we got a fishing boat that's gutted. That's going to be the roof.
Nice.
So we cut a hole the other day in the back here so we can have access.
Oh, hey, so what you saying? Like,
Yeah.
possibly, like, there would be like, is this gonna be like your workbench or what were you saying?
Well, this here could be storage. The old pompadour could be like storage area or a sleeping area like it was originally intended to be. But there's going to be like a workbench, up in this area here. I just put all this steel in today to reinforce it. So this is stronger than it's ever been in its entire life. All the steel in here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to put a fishing boat on the roof. See if these struts in the roof. There's some steel. There's some steel. Like all that's going to support a fishing boat. And then we're going to cut this back. And then the fishing boat's going to make it even that much taller in the ceiling. It's going to be nuts.
This is so rad. I feel like I'm one of the people on YouTube watching for the first time. I'm like, damn, that's what they did?
And then this is going to end up being the green room. This section that you saw at the front with the circles and whatnot. This side here, over here. This is going to open up and have an awning that goes up like that. You can reach out and talk to the people. So that's the awning area. And then this will be like green room / living space / maybe an extension of the workshop. It's so flexible that we can do just about anything we want to it. Over here, you see the circle area. This is sized to be perfectly, Papa Carl sized. As you can see, this circle going on here. So I don't have to duck going through. All you tell motherfuckers, you're going to have to settle up. So anyway, there's going to be a square door here popping out, and then there'll be a stage outside.
I'm going to get a lot of concussions.
Yeah, well, duck. JT just put in the floor today, and then above me is the Shasta.
The Apache.
Oh, it's the Apache, right? And we're going to cut a hole in here or back here. We're going to cut a hole in the ceiling so that we can have a ladder or something that goes up inside to get up inside there.
To get to the DJ booth side.
That's right.
The hell.
The DJ booth.
Yeah, we're getting some good comments on your Papaisms already.
Right?
Papaism, first of all, yeah, well, duck.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go back stationary and set you guys up, and let's wrap up here. I got a few questions and things I want you guys to do, and we'll just keep it on the computer.
You just keep it on the computer?
Yeah, just go ahead and set it down and sit there, stand or sit in front of it.
All right.
Carl, come on over, buddy. So you guys all asked, what can we do? The money came up, yes. Spreading the word, yes. Also, your art. We're going to be having a rotation of featured art. We want you to come out. Maybe we'll come close to you. We'll feature your art. Erin McCullough just said she's a journalist. She may write about it. You better write about it. Yeah. We want all that. Anything that you might be able to contribute. And the thing is, too, and I mean this is y'all's. Like the art share brought Carl to us and brought this idea to our feet, and then it evolved from there because of things we were already doing that you guys were already doing. And I mean that, and I just want to honestly expand upon it. That's what my goal is with this.
Oh, yeah, this is some straight EFF shit, if ever been some EFF shit.
And let's talk about launching the stuff. We've got the Instagram. What's it called? Down the Roads with an S. Let me change my banner. I was planning. See, this is going to be my big moment, and I blew it. What about? Do we have a YouTube yet, or are we waiting on that?
We're waiting on that. We got a website started. That's going to go live here any day. We'll put out all the posts for that. That's good. For everybody who's over 70. But we will also have a YouTube page, and we have Instagram. I'm just kidding. I had to get one in there before the end of the broadcast. I had to get Papa one time. We'll do a TikTok. And I feel good about TikTok. I know a lot of our folks on here right now ain't on TikTok, but I'm telling you, we start putting Papa Carl's creations on TikTok and hashtag van life it. These kids are going to go nuts. So y'all go ahead and hop on Down the Roads on Instagram. Freaky Tiki. Bobby's coming through already talking about getting some screen print and Pearl themed t-shirts and posters. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Would love to.
Oh, we got an honest engineering question. Can we do that before we go?
Yeah, where's JT? Engineer.
The question is cross members from an upper corner to a lower corner. I'm not. He says this is a question. I think he's just telling you what to do. I think he's mansplaining a little bit. He's a rocket scientist, though.
Is that Shalene?
Yeah.
Tell him to kiss my ass.
Yeah, triangles. You know about triangles.
Well, that went well.
Triangles and circles, Shalene. What do you need? You want us to come down to Huntsville, help you out? We'll make it a trip.
Yeah, Shalene, you need some help? We'll come down there and weld a rocket for you. Put me and DJ on a rocket, man. We've been wanting to entertain the moon for a while, dude.
You guys have the logo.
Yeah, exactly. Drop a link in the chat here down the road. A link to what? I think he means the Instagram. All right, I'll find it. 1 second. Y'all got any last thoughts or anything else you want to say before we go, fellers?
Well, we got to shoot a hot dog gun.
We got to show y'all this hot dog gun, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to chase JT with it.
All right.
Okay. You got ammo?
Loaded.
Nice. All right, DJ, you're
Okay, show me how. Oh, this. Can y'all see that? Can you see that?
Angle it back a little bit. There you go.
All right, so this is a hot dog gun prototype. Maybe version 3.1. It's a
bolt action.
bolt action. We'll reload it. We'll reload it from you. I just want to let everybody know.
Fucking rad.
Right now, hot dogs are cheaper than ammo.
So great.
We're just gonna keep doing this.
Someone asked while you're doing that, I'll answer the question. Is there a logo for the project? We've been working on it. We're getting it made by somebody. You guys are the brain trust. You're going to see a lot of stuff before the official launch. So you're very lucky. Now, hey, will you shoot DJ with a hot dog, please?
Actually, DJ's gonna shoot the hot dog gun.
Now, how does this happen? How we do this?
Now, DJ, as your lawyer, I got to say, maybe you shouldn't handle a weapon on camera. I'm kidding.
Throw it down there.
Throw it down in there. And then.
This is so rad.
Flip around.
Hey, honestly, screw the art and all that other stuff. Let's just do this.
This is art. This is performance art.
Let me charge you.
You've seen it raw. Hold on. Look at this. Wait, no.
Boy. This is rad. You feel it?
Hey, full rip.
Boy. We gotta make a couple of these and like shoot at the Mothman or something. You know what I'm saying? We'll put it on our back. Like where we're at, we'll have somebody dressed up like the Mothman. You can hit him with your winter gun.
This is the kind of stuff that this whole contraption is built for, is building things like this. We're gonna reload and have DJ shoot. I'm gonna get over the shoulder shot so you can see it impact.
All right, let's do that. I'm very excited about this. Yeah, so like we were saying, we're very serious artists. We want to be taken seriously, and we're going to shoot hot dog guns with your kids.
Worst part about this is the smell.
That's just DJ.
Yeah. Are we ready?
Hit it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Dude.
Thank you, guys, man. Thank you, guys, man. Can't wait to.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. We love everybody. And hey, I don't know what to say. We appreciate y'all. Follow us. We'll be releasing more stuff, more information. And 2022, that's the year of E.A.R.L.
The year of E.A.R.L.
All right, y'all.
Don't want to hear no. What now?
Oh, I thought you were saying bye, so I thought you were going. You got
Oh
something
yeah,
to
yeah,
say?
man. Well, holler, man.
All right, everybody.